Hello guys, Timelord Productions here, and today I'm doing a review of the Ghostbusters 2016 movie. And to start off by saying, and I'll probably get a bit of hate for this, I didn't actually think it was that bad. It was an alright movie. Did some things good, did some things bad, in my opinion. But let's get into it. Let's start off with the girls and the main stars of the remake, the Ghostbusters themselves. Now, I have to say, for the most part, they were kind of alright. I think my favourite one was the tech girl. I think it was Holtzman or something. And she was my favourite character because she actually was really inventive and just had really good energy and on screen, and wasn't very wooden, which I have to say is a bit of a reason why is the main reason why I don't like I think it's Abby and can't remember the other woman's name, the one that's not Patty or Holden and Abby. I can't remember her name for the life of me. I don't like their acting in it because I've just felt that it was a bit wooden in comparison to Holtzman, and you can definitely show that she's trying to give it her all, even though it's probably not the best movie to be in. Okay, apparently I got that wrong. It was actually Abby that I didn't really like that much. Erin, I thought was second, was the one that I liked second, joint second with Patty, and I didn't like Abby that much at all. But yeah, Holtzman was really the standout Ghostbuster for me. Next up is the secondary characters, which would be Chris Hemsworth as the second secretary, and Rowan. So what I thought about Chris Hemsworth was I liked him as the villain. I thought that was his only funny moment, was when he was the villain of the movie. Which is a real shame, because if you've seen him as Thor and in the opening of the Star Trek movie, he was actually pretty good in that. So it is a real shame to have him wasted in this remake, which I just now realised he's been in like all the remakes. Him and Liam Hemsworth, his brother, I think. Is it a brother? I think it is. Yeah, the Hemsworth brothers are taking over. I warn you all. But anyway, Rowan, I thought, yeah, he was okay. And that's really the best I can go with. Most of the cast, save for Chris Hemsworth as Rowan and Holdsworth, were all okay. And one of the main faults I have with the movie is their acting. But another issue I have, which wouldn't be a major issue if some of them weren't so bad, one of the big problems that I have with this movie is that it brings back the original Ghostbusters cast, and it's really bad some of the ways that they've integrated them. I mean, Bill Murray was okay. His role was kind of needed, but he didn't really need to play that person. I can't remember the original secretary's name, but she was okay, I guess. I mean, they didn't really pay much attention to her. She was just there and gone. But the big one is Dan Aykroyd as the cabbie, because you can tell by the things that he says that he is clearly, very, very clearly there for a cameo, because he says, I don't like driving to, is it Chinatown? I don't think it's Chinatown. I don't like driving to Chinatown. I don't like driving loonies, and I ain't afraid of no ghosts. And it's just like, why did you have to mention that line? It would have been perfectly fine if you hadn't mentioned that one line and given it to Dan Aykroyd. And it's just like, you've just made this whole movie be overshadowed by the original more than it already had. But yeah, overall, I think the movie was okay. I kind of liked how they did the final climax with the portal being closed by the nuke type technology that was on the top of the Ghostbusters Ecto-1. I have to say, I really like the inventive ways that people are coming up with stopping villains nowadays, because I didn't really notice it until just now that quite a few people this year have found inventive ways of stopping them, like the Ghostbusters. I thought, yeah, they're probably going to go down the route of just blasting the person and that's it. They actually did an inventive way of actually using the Ghostbusters Ecto-1, and I keep going to say Ghostbusters car instead of just the Ecto-1, so sorry about that. But yeah, just using the Ecto-1's nuke technology and then just having, and really, they didn't even need to use the whips. It probably would have been just as well if someone fired like a phaser at it, like one of the Star Trek phasers at it, and that would have probably made it go up. But yeah, I was thinking about it until the final week that I was about to see it, that I wasn't going to like this movie. But then I was like, no, the trailers may have said that it was going to be a bad movie, but trailers can be deceiving. And let me talk about the trailers and commercial stuff for a second. Sony, you didn't actually do a very good job at giving it a fair chance. You blocked all the bad and hate comments on the first Ghostbusters trailer, which I don't like when people are do that, because it just shows that they either don't want you to have hate directed towards this movie, or a video in general, or they don't want to acknowledge your opinion, which is just bad. But yeah, there was some fun jokes. I found myself laughing at some of the jokes in the movie. The trailer, not so much. They had to put some of the most unfunny jokes in there. I did like the opening, though with the tour guide. The tour guide was pretty funny when he ran down to the cellar, and then it was like, stupid Simon, or whatever his name was. God. But at the end of the day, it was an alright movie. It wasn't spectacular by any means. It was nowhere at the level of Civil War, which I still think is the best movie that came out this year. Then, if I think about it, it'd probably be Star Trek Beyond just before that, which I will do a review of next week. Then it would probably be Goosebumps, probably Ghostbusters, then tied with Ice Age. I mean, Ice Age was pretty alright. I found myself laughing at Ice Age more than I did Ghostbusters, so if you want laughs, go to Ice Age. If you want an actual good story, go to Star Trek. But anyway, that's my opinion of the Ghostbusters 2016 movie. I thought that it was an average. I'd say it's really average, to be honest. Most of the jokes either were hit or miss completely. The acting was okay at best, apart from a few who were either really good or just okay at times, or really good at times. And so I suppose I will give this a rating of 4. I'd say a 4. Because it's just, I'd say, although it's average, I would say that it's leaning below average just because of some of the things that really irked me, like putting some of the lines, like "I ain't afraid of no ghost," complete protonic reversal, I think was another line that they blatantly put in because it was Ghostbusters. Oh, I also liked how they actually showed us like them testing the weapons instead of just boom, we got these weapons. They're not tested, but we just have these here. And giving the Ghostbusters new weapons and gadgets, I thought that was actually pretty cool as well. I like the whip ones that they have, as well as the pistols, although I'm not sure how they exactly work, but so I would give this movie a 4 out of 10, and I will see you probably next week for my Star Trek Beyond review. And yeah, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Before I go, be sure to check out the Amino app. It's a great little app that I will be giving and I will be giving updates to my YouTube progress as I'm doing it, and telling you how close certain projects are to completion, like the how to fix thing I'm working on, but it'll probably be still a couple of weeks yet before it's actually completed, if not a month or two. But yeah, I will. But check out the YouTube Amino app specifically, because that's what this whole thing is about. YouTube. I am also on the Doctor Who Amino app, Sonic Amino app, and Star Wars Amino. So just download the Amino app, and if you want to follow me on those 4.